Scorpio, good morning, how you doing? So we're going to look at your twin flame soulmate, well, it depends on what you call them, soulmate or twin flame, divine feminine, divine masculine, but what we're going to look at is your triggers and the mirrors and the things that you may be working on apart or actually together, whether you're in union or whether you're not in union, okay? But you can still take the reading as is, like I'll still try and make it a reading as such, but let's see. So show me Scorpio's energy, please, and what's going on with Scorpio with their twin flame or their relationship, or their twin flame situation that they've got going on. Show me what's going on with Scorpio, please. So you've got the High Priestess. So this came out yesterday, okay, on this side, around a Capricorn energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn. But there's an energy of like inadvertently lying, like lying in court or lying about something, remaining it hidden, second-hand information, like I didn't get it from the horse's mouth, I pretty much got it from someone else, okay? But this is like a secret in such, like there's only a certain amount of people that know what's kind of going on with a couple if they are trying for something going on here, okay? But I'm kind of picking it up more along this like second-hand information because it's a 2, okay? So like second-hand information, I didn't get it from the person, I got it from someone else. Like I overheard something, someone saying something. Amber Heard came up yesterday in a reading that was Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn maybe, or they've got it in their chart. Show me the other person connected to Scorpio, please. The other person connected to Scorpio. The other person connected to Scorpio. So 6 of Cups. So, well, there is a relationship here. So if any of you are watching and you're kind of like, well, there's someone that I'm interested in, but I don't know if they're seeing someone or not. A not, if I say not, you say 1, 2, 3, could be a Pisces swinging upon a tree. Okay, but, you know, it can be that. But the 6 of Cups is always a relationship here. But it's strange that yesterday in Gemini reading, Capricorn was in this spot and this is a 6. So you guys have to realise that if you're new, that I read in numerology, okay? So 6s to me are Gemini and Capricorn because they're both major arcana 6. The Devil and the Lovers are 6. This is a 6, so it relates to a Gemini to me, or a Cappy. But because the other reading yesterday in Gemini was a Capricorn and now this is here as a 6, you could be indicative of either Gemini or Capricorn, or you've got it in your chart, okay? So show me on the left side of what Scorpio is going through with their twin flame soulmate dynamic. What's going on this side, please? Show me Scorpio's energy. So you got Virgo this side, and then you've also got a 3, which is Pisces to me. Okay, so Virgo, life path 9 energy, the Empress. So for suddenly I can't see anything. Like it feels like I've been left in the dark and I don't know what's going on. Like I'm completely and utterly unaware of what is actually happening. Like, there might be because the communications broke down and I'm unsure of what's going on. That's definitely what I keep hearing for a lot of you. Show me this side of who's connected to Scorpio, of their energy for their soulmate mirror. 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. To be honest with you, Scorpio, right, I started your reading and then I stopped it because I couldn't see anything and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I started it again, and now it's kind of like the same feeling, the same, like I can't get through to the energy. I can't. So let's look. So in a commitment, in a relationship, but a lot of people don't know that. This is not going public on social media to say that I'm in a relationship with someone, which means that their relationship status on anything that is multimedia would be private. A lot of people don't know that this is going on. So if that is a secret affair with someone that is already in a third party situation, 5 of Cups, that's because that's a secret affair. Like someone's having an affair with another woman or a man in a situation that relates to someone already being in a relationship, but they're not telling their partner that they also have a connection with another person. Okay, so that's for some of you if it relates. You don't have to make these relate. Okay, it's just if they do. I don't know what is going on with the colour of my readings just lately of this camera. So you've kind of got this energy here, like I said, of someone maybe being in a relationship already. If you know about it, you do know about it, okay? Because this is feeling Like if someone is, it's because they're not satisfied in the relationship that they're presently in. They've got someone, their family, you've got 2 sixes, Gemini, Capricorn, but they have the 5 of Cups on their side. Again, God, I just can't seem to read tarot this morning. What is going on? I really should be having a break. Let's see. Tell me more about the High Priestess, please. Clarify the High Priestess for Scorpio's mirror. So 4 of Wands. So there's your twin flame energy. Okay. Something keeps making me want to back off from this reading. Like, I think it's just a sign. Like, I need to back off. Like, you need to back off from my man or woman is kind of what I'm hearing. You need to back off. I'm also hearing you need to F off as well. Steph off. It's a Steph, Sarah, Steve, Sussy, but you need to F off. So you should be in union, or this person is. Like, if you're together, you are. Like, this person, regardless of the scenario, someone here, whether there be a third party or not, is actually in a relationship and not. It's a Piscean energy. They're in a relationship. They're in a commitment. But I'm just trying to figure out why this 5 of Cups is here. Because I'm not trying to make it negative if you guys are actually united with this person. But I just got a feeling that there's another energy here. And it's relating to a person that could be Gemini or Capricorn. Tell me more about this 6 of Cups, please, Spirit. Why does Scorpio have this 6 of Cups? 9. I feel like such blocked energy. Like something isn't revealing to me. Like it's not telling me. It's like this feeling of like, I've got a feeling there's something going on that you're not telling me that's going on. Like, now that could be a psychic sign of what someone's thinking and feeling is I've just got this feeling that someone is thinking there's something going on that you're not telling me. Or is that communication that comes through of like, I think there's something going on that you're not actually telling me what's going on and you're not telling me here. Because this can relate to a gaslighting energy, like lying. Because this yesterday come up, and there's 2 sixes this side, and this side come up as lying, like actually gaslighting and lying to someone here, not telling them the truth. See, this is why it's truth, because it's 2, it's Libra. Are you lying? Are you telling the truth? Are you revealing something or are you not? Because I can't get through to it. Which means that my intuition is saying that there is something going on in this reading that someone is unaware of what is going on behind the scenes here. Because this yesterday was to do with inadvertently saying something like, oh no, I have no idea. Like, I swear, honestly, I promise I've got no idea what's going on. But they did in the reading yesterday. They were inadvertently trying to avoid what has actually been said or done. They were avoiding that, like avoiding telling the truth about something here and like skipping over the truth, like just kind of like not, well, probably. See, I'm picking up this energy of someone like is a compulsive liar, or they've been gaslit that much that they have to lie to the person. Like, not saying that it's cheating, but they've been gaslit that many times that there's a lot of triggers, there's a lot of mirrors. Okay, and like I have to find myself lying and covering things up. But like inadvertently saying something and not saying something means that this person has done something, but they're not telling people that they've done something. They're lying about it. They're skipping over the truth. It's like giving people a certain amount of truth, but majority of it is more lying than actually telling the truth. Because I definitely keep hearing the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God, Steve Vai. So like that could be a marriage. This is a commitment or a marriage that someone's already married, because that would be sickness and in health, and you know, so help me God, you know, So I believe someone is married and they're in a commitment, because this side you've got Four of Wands, which means a commitment and stable energy, but it can mean just twin flame energy. This energy has the Six of Cups, which means union, twin flame, soulmate, relationship. Kind of got it on both sides, which might mean that some of you have got a past partner or someone that you had a commitment and a connection with, right? And it's involving maybe children, and you've moved on with your life this side and you're in a relationship, and this person's moved on with their life and they're in a relationship. And this message can also relate to like an ex-husband or a wife scenario, like relationship, family, but still trying to get over this energy here. Like trying my best to move on in a relationship, but I can't because I keep thinking about this side here. I find myself constantly thinking what is going on in this, over on this side. Like, have they moved on? Are they with someone? Are they not with someone? Why are they not speaking? Why are they not talking? I don't know why they're not actually saying anything. So is that because they're lying? Is that because they don't want to tell me? Do they not actually want to speak to me or not? Like, what is the reason for that? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting, but it's taken me a long time to get there to try and figure out what this is. Because I've been reading the cards, just like 6 cards, to get the answer really quickly. But here I just feel like there's a lot more to this that I am unaware of, and that is a message. I feel that there's a lot more here going on than what I'm aware of. There's a lot more people involved than what I'm aware of. Because that was the Alan Stone, push, pull, tear. Unaware, because I was unaware. Right, I wear underwear. But like, I was unaware. That came up for a channeled message in the star signs for the week, well, for the month. It was a running theme. Could be dealing with a life path 7 or a Cancerian. So tell me more about what is this High Priestess about? Tell me more about that. Of what is it that is the feeling of what is not being told. It's around maybe a Capricorn. I always class this as Capricorn because this is the ruling planet. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And it is, it's like the cross comparison of numerology or something that's going on here in the environment, okay? Because these are also environmental readings. You know, when you're twin flame and soulmate, you have a lot more lessons to learn by work, people at work, friends, family being involved, other people's families being, like, you know, they're all lessons that you learn along the way. And I keep hearing that there's more people involved in this, but it's like yesterday when I did Gemini, you got 2 6s here, which is Gemini and Capricorn, okay? But the reading was this way around, but it's the same cards. They had Capricorn of 6, but they had this card that clarified it. And this one was this side here, lying about something karmically going on. Because this is trying to win. Like the High Priestess is like going to court or something like that, trying to win, right? Or Edwin or Edwina or Edmonds or Berry, Holly, Jody, but like win or lose, left or right, yes or no, win or lose, like covering things up, lying. Are you lying? Are you telling the truth, right? So there's an energy here of like I'm trying to win everything. I'm trying, because this is like gambling, taking a risk and a gamble, like a roulette wheel. And it might be someone that's like has a gambling addict or has a like fucking lying addiction, like not telling the truth and always lying. And there's an addiction involved here. Now it could be a drug addiction, it could be a gambling addiction, could be a money addiction, but like I'm picking this up as of another message here now that someone's at home and they gamble on like phones and stuff like that, and they play like, you know, you have apps now, right, that allow you to gamble. I'm picking up that this is an addiction that someone has of spending a lot of money or gambling. Now, if you're watching and you're with your partner, right, if you're actually with them, people don't know. There's a lot of, like, it's private. But you see, the trouble is that being with private energy, there's a reason why that be private, and there's a reason why this five of cups is on this side of it. Because this is like, I want to win everything and I want it all, and I want you to lose everything. Like, I want to take all of this and it's all mine, and I don't want you to have any of it. Money? What's there in clients, or Clive, or Claudia? What's the Hermit for? Why is the Hermit energy here on this side? Oh, fucking hell, man. I got a feeling that there's loads of people involved in this. If you're involved in like a polygamy type sort of scenario, I'll be honest with you. When I did your first set of cards, right, you had nearly all queens out. The Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of this, the King of... And I was like, what the fuck, man? It's like a slugfest of people. And I just like, oh, I can't read it at the moment. So I had to stop, and then I've just started again. And it seems to be the same scenario coming out. On this side, they're very optimistic about you here. If you're in a relationship and you're not going through anything that's really dramatic, they're very optimistic that this can work out as a reunion card. It's just that they don't want to tell family members. This is like, you know, I don't want to get my mother involved, and I don't really want to get my father involved. Like, I just don't want to, I don't want to tell people what's going on, because like I said, you could have gone through a scenario of twin flame where you break up and you get back together, and then you break up and then you get back together, and then you go through your own karmic cycle, and then everybody gets pissed off with it and fed up with it, and like, oh, I'm fed up with you, keep doing that. But you know, that's what happens when you're in twin flame soulmate dynamics. You go through shit loads of lessons, and then you can meet someone else and you still go through them. So, you know, there is no right or wrong whether you should or whether you shouldn't. It's your karmic energy, it's your partner, it's the person that you've been designated with to go through it with. Doesn't matter who you go through it with, but you'll always go through karmic energy. Especially when you're spiritual, you're going to see it differently than other people will. You'll notice it when you'll say, oh, that's karmic. Like, what? Don't understand it. I'm not spiritual. Oh, well, we are, right? So the reason why we're always destined to go through a lot of shit in our lives is because we are the karmic energies, right? All of us, not the bitch and the other person and blah, 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 and the person that stole my husband or wife. No. When you wake up into karma, right? So you wake up as the karmic energy. That's why things are so difficult, because you've woke up into a karmic environment, right? To learn lessons spiritually. Okay, so that's the spiritual path of a light working, you know, whatever way around it is, but that's what you've woke up into, right? Here, 9, an awakening. So it feels like that there is a couple here, 100%, but what they may not be telling is parents, that they don't want to know that that's what they're doing. Family, getting people involved, other people involved. Like, my private life is my private life. Like, who I speak to in my spare time is up to me. And if I do want to tell my mother or don't want to tell my mother, you know, I will or I won't. Like, it's kind of like that scenario here. So let me have a quick look to why this Empress is here. 8, yeah. There is reunion here. I don't know why I was seeing signs of something else. I think it's because of this 5 of Cups, but that does not have to mean that. What is this 5 of Cups here for Scorpio's dynamic of twin flame? 5 of Cups. It's a life path 7 and a Cancerian and a 5 of Pentacles. Right, so this person here, their mother or father, is something going on with their mum or their father that's teaching them, like, because this is like abandonment issues, and obviously like codependent, and like struggling financially and struggling to find any money and struggling to find any work. Okay, or like you work too much and you don't pay me. But this energy is great, and like for a relationship, there's like okay, so we're picking up on a few signs now. If there is a third party, that's because this person is vibing much. I'm sorry if this is really annoys twin flames for watching and you're getting upset. I can't help who you've been designated with, right? I'm not trying to point fault or blame or hurt anybody's feelings. Okay. All I'm saying is that the cards this side are showing me like a really good connection that someone's got with someone, because they've got the Four of Wands and they've got all of the, you know, the better standing cards that represent union of a twin flame soulmate that's together. But this energy here can mean a karmic energy is attached to this side of why there's 2-5 energies here. Okay. Now, this can be an energy of what this person here is working through is, well, staying, like, because this is a flight risk. It came up in another reading, but it was in the form of the 7 of Swords, but it is a 7. But like a flight risk, like you keep leaving me, like we keep uniting into a relationship and we keep getting back together and everything's really good. But then all of a sudden you're a flight risk and you run off and you abandon the, you know, you ghost me and you abandon me. And now I'm having to recover from that. And I keep thinking or feeling that you're going to do it again, right? Because it's a trigger. It's the mirrored energy that is, you know, this happened last time, you know, you left before when things started getting really good and we had this energy here. Things became really good, but then all of a sudden the milk turned sour and then everything went bad again because you left me. And you do that. You ghost me, you abandon, and you run from the commitment of it. But there's two aspects of that. If there be a relationship and that is what these people are actually working on, that's what the relationship people are working on. But if there is a third party, the third party is also a part of the chaos that's caused by one of the people having commitment relationship problems of abandoning connections and running from them, maybe back to their ex to work on it. And then someone else gets pulled in during like retrograde, or they get pulled into the scenario where some victim gets in the way of the karmic energy, you know, having commitment issues of running out of an ex. They run out, they go to like meet someone else, but that doesn't work out. It doesn't pan out, meaning that it ended up being karmic, but it was a momentarily energy. And for a moment, I thought things were going to go well, but then why has that gone wrong? Because they may have sabotaged an energy that they didn't get on with here to go back here to where they belong. It's a spirit that does it. You see, humans don't, they normally blame other people. They just don't blame the spirit. But spirit sets all these things up karmically because your path is owed back. Okay. So you continue on your path until it goes completely wrong, and then you have to start again, right? So that's your free will, you know, you made choices, you know, and so on and so forth. But you soon realized that the path that you were on was not the right one because it didn't feel right. It felt wrong. My intuition was telling me that it isn't right to keep doing this. You know, that I'm noticing patterns about my behavior and I need to rectify them. I need to go back in order to rectify what I did here, right? Or it continues on until spirit sorts it out, makes things worse, right? So on this side here, it feels like that someone is dealing with like being a flight risk in relationships. They're in it, okay? If you're relating to being in the relationship, you're with the person and you're talking and everything's going cushy, bruv. It's good, it's going good, right? But there is this energy on this side that relates to like feeling alone, and I'm home on my own and I'm alone and I miss you when you're not here, and can you come over and visit? Can you talk? Can you communicate? Like, I want to come and see you. I want to, like, I'm on my own. Like, do you want to come over? It's like that. That's just a normal general message for you guys that are not fucking shouting and screaming at one another and manipulating and blaming, you know, here. But this person does go through this side with their family members, with their son or daughter or their mother. That is who has taught them this energy. Now, there's no blame around mothers and fathers. Destiny is something that has to happen. Has to happen, because regardless it has. Right? So that has to happen for children to learn so they can go on their karmic walk to teach and learn, right? If you're a person that's kind of like, well, I can't believe that you're saying I'm a bad mother or father, or because of, then you've got way much more work to do on your temper. Okay, but there is these energies where 7 runs from 5 in the 7 of Swords. It's shown you. So this is like, I do not like aggression. I don't like arguing, and I can't stand arguing. But because there's been so many arguments, you're very quick to leave me when I've got a problem that I need you to sort out. But it's kind of like, yeah, but I don't stay around long enough in order to listen to you keep saying that it's my fault, or why is it my fault, or the communication is just like breaking down. Like you have I mean, it can be text messages. These are where a text message gets thrown out of hand, like, you know, communication of second-hand information. You know, I heard it on the grapevine, right? Not from the horse's mouth. Or like I sent a text message and I read it wrong. Like I read into the text message wrong. I didn't read the whole context. I don't know what it meant. Okay. So what it takes is talking, actually, like verbally communicating, not text messaging. Okay. Also means seeing the person, like FaceTime. Okay. Not just like communicating over a phone. It's being able to see the person's face, right? Because this is like hiding my face here. Because it requires eye movement and being able to tell someone's body language, like whether they're lying or telling the truth. Okay. What else is... Because these can be, like I said, man, these can be your dynamic of what's going on externally with you. You know, in your groups of soul group energy. But I feel as the dynamic stands, Scorpio, there is a couple here, 100% that have united, but they're going through these abandonment, running out on a relationship and ghosting me energies. But if someone does have this problem, like if this is a problem that they are facing, okay, that they have, and they run out of a relationship because this is what goes on here, right? So this is a couple in a relationship, and this is the problem that one of these people actually suffer from, right? When they abandon these energies here and they run over here, something gets set up karmically where this is what they've been working on with another soulmate, right? But then it strikes again where or Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, where it strikes again, and then the person does it here and then goes back here to work on this same thing. This is what I've told people. You can never run out of karma. It's not a substance that runs out. Okay, you can't see it. You can't see karma. You just see it unfolding. But you can't see the energy of karma. You just feel, you know, intuition and blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't run out. Okay. So it doesn't matter where you go or what you do. It will never break the chain of karma, because you'll just run into another circumstance that'll happen somewhere else with another partner, love interest, work, family, whichever way around it is. You can't ever run out on your karma. Okay. You have to stay and face it. Right? Because it happens again and again with other people or the same person. So you can't never get rid of what it is that you're designated to learn here. Can't avoid lessons. Okay? Because your lesson will just appear up in another place, another country, another person, another town, another village, whichever way around it is, you'll always face it again. Right? So this person here, what they've been doing as a lesson is been avoiding a partner that they were with, that they love and that they're probably with. They avoided that scenario and they come off across to this energy here where destiny has said, okay, you've run out on this situation, but now you run out of this situation and run back here. Okay, so the lesson that this person's avoiding is flight risk energy. Okay, being loved, being wanted, but also maybe being gaslit, like, which means like triggers and mirrors have triggered me off to the point where I'm like, fuck that, Dave, I'm not staying around listening to all this bollocks. Okay, this bullshit, okay? But, like, I'm not listening to all of this crap. I'm off, Dave, right? Bam. Okay, something goes on here. Oh, I really feel like I missed this energy. Okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, but, like, oh, I see you're running out on me now. Run back to them, why don't you? Run over here, set this energy up again, but this is what they're working through still. They can't avoid it. Whether they run here or whether they run here, this is the lesson that they're facing, is being able to stay put with their karmic energy and see it through without ghosting, without running. Okay? So that's what you're faced with. I'm not saying that there's a way out of this. There's no advice for it, because that's your karma. Okay, that's what you are working on. Okay, there's no time limit to how long that takes for a person to work on that. That's just what is being given to you within this reading. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're working on, is a flight risk energy. Okay, ghosting, abandoning connections and running back. Okay, so there you go, guys. Thanks very much. I really do appreciate it. If you want your full weekly reading, it is over on Patreon, silver or gold tier. That's a full spread. Sometimes they're about 2 weeklies, because like a 2-week reading, because there's a lot of cards. So that tells you the conclusion of what comes of this. Okay, in a whole week spread, like a whole week or a whole 2-week spread. Okay, so that's over on the silver or the gold tier. You can find that link provided below, or unless you want to join the join button, that's only $2 or $3. That's where I channel deceased loved ones, and then also give you a question and an answer for the people that have joined. We go live, you give me your question, your name, I answer it and go on to the next. When I do deceased loved ones, I draw pictures, so on and so forth. There was a crime scene here, if someone got shot, I got loads of information, people sending me pictures back saying, you know, this happened and this was the picture and the scene and the names and the dates, and everything turned out fine. So if you want that, you need to join the join button. Okay, thanks guys, really do appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.